Okay, so let's see if are there any questions about the kindness state? No. And any other question? Yes.
Can I
Yes,
ask
please do.
a question? Hello, I'm sorry about not turning on the camera. I'm joining from Japan now.
Okay, lovely that you're here with us from Japan.
Yeah, thank you. And about the kindness exercise.
Yes.
When I'm doing it, I feel the softness and warmth around my chest, like described in your book.
Yeah.
But I feel those softness and warmth when I am thinking of the kind things that other people did to me, not the kind thing that I did to somebody.
Okay.
So it's more like, to me, it's more like a happiness exercise. You know, those happiness includes the kindness, of course.
Of course.
But is it okay to think about this exercise like that? I mean,
okay. So let's come back to the idea of self-attunement.
Yes.
You know, oftentimes, for many of us, what's underneath the focal dystonia is we've been taught to ignore ourselves in some way or another. We've been taught that to not be deeply attuned to what's going on inside of us and to our inner wisdom. And so one of the many things that's happening with the attunement repair exercise is learning to come back to be able to listen to what's going on the inside and to trust it. Okay, so I didn't. If you look on my Facebook, on the Facebook page, there's an interview that I did a few weeks ago on a podcast in Canada, and I talk about one of the basketball players that I worked with who had focal dystonia, and look, all of that stemmed out of an instance that happened when he was 7 years old, had nothing to do with basketball, and then his basketball coach that taught him to not trust his body and what it was telling him. Okay, so as we learn to do that, as we learn to come back in and trust our inner voice and trust what our body tells us and trust what our subcortex tells us, then we become more attuned to ourselves and more integrated, and the dystonia in itself can begin to fade away. So if as you are attuned to yourself, you're noticing that this is the way that you can best connect to that warmth and the softness that is kindness, then go with it. Follow that through. That's the best way for you to connect with this. And it is related to happiness, because when we're connected to kindness, we feel happy. Yes. Right? So but it's subtly different from happiness. You know, there are many different forms of happiness, right? I can be happy, euphoric, and it's not about that softness and that warmth necessarily. That's what we're looking for. Okay.
So you're saying it's okay to think of, okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, that's about you being attuned to yourself and saying, this is what works for me.
Yes, yes.
And trust in that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Great, thank you.